Ingenuity is a trait that is much appreciated in today's world. Some of the world's greatest inventions come from genius minds that keep figuring out new ways to carry out everyday activities. From the invention of the light bulb to today's spiffy smartphones, what would the world be without inventions? However, there are quite a few out-of-the-box creations that would have been better off in the box. There are also some inventions, though silly at first sight, end up making a lot of sense in practical terms. We're going to take a look at a few of those inventions, and you can tell us which of them you beg to differ on. Which of them is better off in the garage, and which do you think would receive more popularity than it already has? Welcome to Posh Future, where you get the latest innovation and technology gists. In this video, we'll be talking about 7 silly inventions that shouldn't have existed. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notifications on new videos. Let's get started. Number 1. Human recharge stations. Imagine turning your body's physical energy into battery power for your phone. Someone stranded in a deserted place with no charging stations might have this weird thought once upon a time. It turns out that it's not such a weird idea after all. Rock the Bike, a bike company in Oakland, California, holds bicycle-related events, and the recharge station is touted as one of the main attractions. It is a literal recharge area where people can go to charge their mobile phones by merely plugging it in. As riders pedal the bikes, the phone gets charged. The company has defined the recharge station as a place to relax, pedal, get people's hearts going, and help them make connections, all while adding juice to their batteries. The station can charge as many as 8 devices simultaneously. All it takes is inserting a charger and its device. Here's a testimonial from one of its users. Lonnie says, "The recharge station was satisfying to use because it gave me a better sense of how much energy it takes to charge something like a mobile phone or tablet. I am so used to plugging my devices into an electrical outlet and walking away, but this time, I was engaged the whole time and physically tracking how much energy I needed to exert in order to charge it." Sweet, right? I think it's safe to say that this invention hit the mark, and its popularity probably won't be going down anytime soon. Number 2. Dog shopping. Imagine peacefully doing your shopping and then looking over your shoulder, only to see a dog in someone's cart. You won't be blamed if the first thought that comes to your mind is, are they selling dogs too? It turns out that this is a plausible circumstance. In the Italian city of Liano, a grocery store has now incorporated carts with a partition for small dogs, meaning that shoppers can now grab a few groceries while keeping an eye on their pets. The owner of the store came up with this idea after noticing that there were quite a number of pets waiting outside the store while their owners moved inside to buy groceries. His ingenious idea was to include these carts and solve that problem. In his own words, the owners of small dogs can now avoid having to leave them outside, giving them the peace of mind to take all the time they need to make their purchases. Let's just hope all those dogs behave and no casualties occur in a store with many attractions. In the meantime, what do you think about this innovation? Is it a hit or a miss? Number 3. Shopping cart cleaner. Germ haters and neat fellows no longer have to fret about a trip to the grocery store. Apparently, shopping carts are one of the dirtiest places, harboring all kinds of illness-causing bacteria. It's no wonder where this comes from, as those grocery carts are used for everything from carrying cute diapered babies to dripping wet meat. A study in 2006 showed that riding in shopping carts was one of the biggest identified risk factors for salmonella infection in infants, right below reptile exposure and consumption of partially cooked eggs. Several companies have come up with a solution to this problem, one of them being Freeze and Ink. The company created a brilliant shopping cart washer that sterilizes one shopping cart every minute. The cart is slotted into the machine and undergoes a quick spray down, followed by a sanitizer, and a quick rinse finishes up the quick wash process. Just like that, grocery carts are wiped down of all germs and can now be used by shoppers without fear of infection. Leave a comment on what you think about this innovation. Number 4. The Smart Suitcase. If you travel often, you might have been plagued with a troublesome phenomenon called excessive luggage. The name alone might inspire a shudder. Blue Smart says, say no more. It has a suitcase for you. The Blue Smart Suitcase measures itself. How is that possible, you might think? Connected to an app in your phone, the app possesses an inbuilt scale to track the weight of its users' luggage. Measures as you pack and avoid any future hassle. It also possesses sensors to detect when your suitcase is no longer near you and alert you when it's being opened. These trackers are tracked by a proximity heat map on your phone, telling you where it is. If you have the bucks, it just might turn out to be a smart investment, as it saves you money in excess luggage fees. The suitcase costs a startling $235. Worth it? I'll let you be the one to decide. Number 5. Pretending packages. A Reddit picture shows a picture of a package pretending to be flour, so that it doesn't get stolen. Smart? The package might move from country to country, over rivers and valleys, with everyone that handles it believing it to be just plain old flour. It could be a high-risk CIA document, or a shockingly expensive laptop or a camera with photos that are highly sensitive, or it could just be a plain old pack of t-shirts. Either way, whoever thought of this idea has a brain worthy of the Mossad and the FBI. The idea appears smart until you consider the fact that a box of flour might not be handled with particular care. Flour isn't delicate, so it's going to be squashed and thrown around throughout the course of the journey. So a short life might be in order for breakable items trying to hide under camouflage. Number 6. The bicycle escalator. In the Norwegian city of Lonheim, someone invented a bicycle escalator to make cyclists' lives a tad bit easier. Though originally invented in the 90s, modern changes have been made to the tramp lift, now christened the cyclo-cable. It resulted from the difficulty in pedaling up a steep hill, as long as 150 meters. Now all bicycle riders need to do is place one foot on the escalator's lever and the other foot on their bicycle's pedal. The escalator does the rest of the work, sliding the bike and rider up the hill. However, it's a tasking game of maintaining balance. If one foot moves too far from the escalator, the rider might come tumbling down. What's your take on this innovation? Yay or nay? Number 7. Narrow delivery bikes. A lot of inventions on our list are bike-related for some weird reason. Please bear with the endless cycle. Pun totally intended. UPS, the popular delivery company, came up with the ingenious idea to create narrow delivery bikes for maneuvering the winding streets of Rome. These bikes look like unusually wide bicycles from the front view and a strangely tiny delivery truck from the rear. With 3 wheels and a sleek black exterior, these UPS bikes constitute both a novelty and a solution to a problem in one attractive parcel. UPS created an odd-looking marvel out of the frustrating challenge of getting packages delivered to customers' homes. We think this one might stick around for a while. That wraps up our list of the 7 silly inventions that probably should or shouldn't have been invented. What do you think could make your life easier? Which are so bizarre you don't see any point to their existence? Leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications to see more amazing videos like this.